said, all right, with that being said, if you put money into the bank for question number one, how much money are you going to earn each year? 8%. You're going to earn 8% each year. All right, listen to what I'm saying. You're going to earn 8% of your money every year. All right. Now, there is a formula for the amount of interest the bank is going to pay you. Now, put your hand down for a second, or I want to tell you everybody else. Does everybody understand you can put money in the bank and the bank pays you, right? But when you borrow from the bank, you have to do what? You have to pay the bank interest. All right, as a loan, that is correct. All right, so how does the bank make money? They take your money and pay you a percentage, but then they lend the money out at a higher percentage. All right, that's how they make money. Is everybody with me on that? And your objective in life is to save money, put it in the bank, because the bank then will start what? Paying you, right? And Nora was exactly right. The interest just keeps growing and growing and growing. All right. So if you go buy a house, most people can't afford to pay all of the money for the house. So they make a little down payment and then they borrow from the bank and then they pay the bank back the money plus the interest. All right. Does that make sense? Everybody understand what interest? So interest can be for you or it can be what? Against you. All right. That's the main thing. And today, my number one objective is just to show you how you can figure out how much interest the bank is going to pay you. What?
What if you have money like put into a bank and the bank goes out of business?
Well, that's a very good question. Banks are federally insured for up to a certain amount of money. Right. So a lot of times it's maybe insured for like 200,000. So if you keep $200,000 in the bank and the bank goes broke, the government will come in and pay your 200,000.
What if you have like 300,000? They'll only give you 200,000.
That's right. So that's why people have multiple bank accounts. All right. So they don't put all the money in one bank. All right. Now let's get going. Yes. Well, I want to show you the formula first. All right. So now I need everybody to underline simple interest because there's a difference. Simple interest is just this. Hey, simple interest is just I. What do you think I stands for? Interest equals P. Does anybody know what P stands for? Principal. And the principal is how much money you're putting in the bank or how much money you're borrowing. Times, guess what R stands for? Rate. That's exactly right. This is your principal. This is your rate. And then you're going to multiply it by T. What does T stand for? Time. And this, of course, is your time. Is everybody with me on that? All right. Now, why is this so easy? It's so easy if you know the formula, because all you're going to do is multiply those three things together. It's really, really, really simple. All right. So all we're going to do is right underneath number one, you're going to put I equals, how much principal are we putting in the bank?
1,200.
Wait, I'm on number one.
Oh, 700.
I'm going to put $720 in the bank, and the bank is going to pay me what?
8%.
8%, which we all know is what decimal? 0.08. And for how long? 5 years. Now, I always want everybody to make sure that they understand time is always measured in what? In years. Time is measured in years. All right. Did you have a question?
So if it were like, let's say like 4 months.
You would have to convert months to years.
1/3.
So you just say 4 divided by 12, which is 1/3. Very good. You with me? Everything's measured in years unless they tell you differently. You guys. All right, come on. Let me get the work done. So now everybody take out their handy dandy calculator, multiply that out. What was it, Mackenzie?
I got 288.
So anybody else get 288?
Yeah.
All right. So you earn after 5 years, how much money? $288. Now, that's not what's in your account.
That's added.
That would be added to your account. Yes.
But don't you have to, every year you have to pay like?
Hold up. Stop that thought. Guess what's coming down here, buddy? That's your question. All right. So there's compounded annually and there is simple interest. Okay.
Like-
Right now, I'm just doing simple interest. All right. We're going to get to that. I promise you. And it's a little bit harder. That's why you have to let me get to it. All right. But that was an excellent question. All right. Very smart. What?
So if you were to put in like $100, we're gonna take out from you like 60,
It'd be worth a lot.
but you have like a lot. Like,
Yeah. That's why I want you to, you
I
don't,
don't know how that works. Like, how
I'm going to show you in question 13. I'll show you how that works.
But like, why do you make money if you're paying the bank to keep your money?
No, they're paying you.
Why are they paying us?
Well, so listen to me. That's a very good question. Listen, and bankers are good business people. All right. So if you're good with numbers, getting into a bank is good. All right. Now, so when I put my money in the bank, they might pay me 1% interest, but then they're going to take my money and give it to other people. And they're going to charge like 8%. So they're paying me 1%, but they're making what?
7%.
They're charging 8%, so they're making what? 7%. That's how they make their money. You with me on that?
Yeah, but I just don't understand. So like,
Tell me.
it's
No, because so do you understand what I'm saying? Like the bank doesn't keep all the money. They loan it out to people who are buying cars, buying houses, buying boats. So if I went and I have a mortgage on my house, right? So every year I have to pay the bank interest. But I also have a savings account. So I put my money in the savings account, it's like 1% interest. But the bank is charging me like 4% for my loan on my mortgage.
But what I don't understand though is like, how come, like, so if you're putting your money in the bank, how come over time, if you don't add anything,
It grows so fast.
yeah,
I'll explain that to you. Okay, that's what I'm going to show you here in a minute. I promise. And that's an excellent question. Excellent. Okay, so here we go. So back up here now. All right. So for number 3, I want everybody to underline 18 months. I want everybody to underline 18 months. Why is that a problem?
You have to convert it to years.
Yeah, we have to convert it to years. So how do you convert months to years? What do we do? Divide by 12. So everybody make them a note right on your paper and just put divided by 12 right under the 18. So then I want everybody to put down I equals, how much money are we borrowing? Or putting in the bank, sorry. 1,200 times, okay, I need help with this percentage.
1.245.
Come on now.
1.0.
No, not 1 anymore.
0.0425.
0.0425. And who can remember, if you forget, what did I tell you? How do you convert a decimal or a percent to a decimal? Yes, you do. Thank you so much. You divide by 100. So if you ever have trouble, you just take that number divided by 100. Is everybody with me? And then multiply that by what number? 1.5. Now, again, anytime you don't know something, you're supposed to speak up. Is everybody okay with that? So now go ahead and multiply that out for me.
76.50.
$76.50.
What if you're like a billionaire and you put like a ton of money in a bank and you got like 1% interest and you got like $1,000 per percentage?
Yeah, the more money you have, the more money you can make off interest. That's exactly correct. That's why when you're younger, when you get money, instead of spending it, you should put it where? Put it in the bank, right? Put it in the bank. All right. So now let me go to Jacob. So I want you to tell me what to do for number 5. Shh.
So I equals $425,000.
Tell me,
424,250
good,
times 0.09 times 10.
perfect. And go ahead, hurry up.
3,825.
There you go. $3,825 in interest.
If it's less than like 1 year, isn't that if you multiply, it's just gonna equal like less than what it is?
Well, it's just because you're multiplying by a fraction less than one. You're correct.
So then how do you like,
Like you can earn interest for 9 months.
And then how would you like multiply that, like, if it was like 10 months, then how would you do it? Like
10 divided by 12. That's a fraction. All right. So here we go. Sophia, tell me about number 7. How am I doing that?
So 680
680.
times 0.08
Yes.
times 2.
What? 48 months is how many years?
4 years.
4 years. Thank you, kiddo. All right. Equals. Somebody help me. No, Sophia, you got it.
$217.60.
$217.60. Perfect. All right, Max. Oh, this is what we're on number 9. That's what you're asking me about because you're one step ahead. Go.
Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, you were, look at number 9. Look at number 9.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
That's-
put a 0 after 680. And I multiplied it in a couple. I didn't put 680 after 680.
Well, you should have put 680. Right? That was your mistake. Okay, Max.
And I equals 1,620 times point 0.05
You said it. Good. Then
0.0575,
perfect.
then times 9 divided by 12.
Exactly.
0.75.
Good.
So you and 69.86.
69.86, $69.86. Is everybody okay with that? All right, Addison, tell me about number 11, girl. Okay, go.
So if the interest accumulated is like becomes greater than like the original amount, is that still like balance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You can put $10,000 in the bank and then wake up 30 years later and have $50,000 in the bank. Shh. Yeah, that's possible. Okay,
What if you were like, this is kind of a hypothetical.
that's
question.
okay. Come on, quickly.
What if when you're like, if like technology has been like super far in the future and you can like freeze your brain and then go back into it and like in like 1,000 years you have like $200 billion.
That's would be awesome if $200 billion was worth anything, right? All right, but we'll talk about that later. Go, Miss Clifton. Good,
Times 0.033
good.
times 0.025.
Well, how did you get that?
I did 30 divided by 12.
You did 12 divided by 30. Do 30. Remember, what you say first goes into the calculator first. So do 30 divided by 12.
I still got 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 is good. Did you just say 0.25 or something by accident?
Yeah.
All right. So now multiply that out.
I got $782.75.
Does everybody get that? Okay, so now everybody's got to put on their little thinking caps. All right.
Compounded.
And now compounded means that you're paid the interest owed every year. All right, you're paid the interest owed every year. So now I need everybody to stop what they're doing. This is completely different. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you, and Maggie, this is really going to help you understand. All right. And I think this will help you understand too. All right. So if I put $2,200 in the bank at 5% for 2 years, what we're going to do is we're going to do it the old way. All right. So I want everybody to just type in I equals 2,200 times 0.05 times 2. And of course, that will be $220. That's the incorrect answer, but it should be 220, right?
Yeah.
Everybody okay with that? That's the wrong way, but that's what we were doing previously. Now, this is how your bank would operate. Some banks, all right? They might pay you every year, but most of the time banks pay you every month, and that's a different formula, but we'll just talk about this right now. So the first thing is we're going to do this for 2 years. So I want everybody, interest earned is going to be 2,200 times 0.05, and they're going to pay you every year. So that's a 1. So now everybody tell me how much interest I've earned.
110.
Does everybody agree? It's 110, correct? Now, the bank is going to pay you how much money now? So how much money do you have in the bank now?
200, 230.
Well, come on now.
2,300.
Yes. So this, you have $2,310 in the bank now. That's after the first year. All right. That's after the first year the bank pays you. Now you have 2,310. Does everybody agree with that? Come on, Maggie. Now I'm showing you. Now that was after the first year. I have to do it for how many years? 2. So now I have to multiply that amount by what? What interest? 0.05 times 1. Now tell me what 2,3, how much? Do it on your calculator. What?
I don't understand. Why do you have to add the two?
The bank just paid you $110.
Yeah, but like, why wouldn't you just add, like, multiply 110 times 2?
Well, because I'm going to show you right now if you give me a chance. Add that in. This is how much is in your bank account after 1 year. You with me? So now how much interest did you earn this new year, the second year? How much interest? Somebody tell me. $115.50. Now, do you understand why we'd prefer to do it this way? Because now after 2 years, add that back into that. How much did I make? How much is in my bank account now?
2,421, 242,
204.
242.
2,425.
Yeah.
So that's in my bank account, $2,425.50. Now, at the end of 2 years over here, how much money would be in my bank? All right, I would have 2,420. Look at the difference. By compounding it, I made an extra what? I made an extra $5.50. Maggie, do you see that now? If you compound it annually, you're making more money because you're making money off of your now what? Off your interest. Yes.
How do you make sure that they're compounding in?
Well, the banks have to be honest. All right. Well, no, they really don't compound it annually. Generally, banks compound it monthly, but some banks can compound it daily. Yes, it does. And when you get to Algebra 2, they'll show you that formula. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to do it for how many years? 3 years. So here we go. I want first interest equals 4075 times 0.0425. Now, do I have to put times 1 here anymore? No, I don't. So I want someone to tell me how much interest I earned in the first year. Everybody should take their calculator out, be calculating away. Did anybody else get $173.19? Everybody good with that? So right now, this is how much interest I've earned. So how much money is in my bank account?
Oh, no. It'd be
Now, remember, they just paid you interest and this is what you had. Aiden, how much is in your account? Say it again. 4,000.
4,248 and then 19 cents.
All right, that's how much is in your account after 1 year. Now I have to multiply that by what again? 0.0425. So this year, I'm going to earn more than $173 in interest. Somebody tell me how much money I'm going to earn the second year.
$180.55.
Anybody get $180.50? So that's 50 what?
I got 55 cents because I rounded.
Yeah, you round to the nearest penny, right?
Yeah.
So if it's 5 or more, it goes up to 55. Anybody else get that or not? All right. So this is how much interest I earned on the second year. So how much is in my bank account now?
4,428.74.
Anybody else get that? That's very good, Hubble. Thank you, buddy. Anybody else get that? Double check, please. Remember, we're not letting someone else do the work. Is that good?
Yes.
Now I need it for 3 years. So now I have to multiply this amount by what? What am I going to multiply that account? What number? 0.0425. And what does that come out to be?
$188.22.
So that's how much the bank's going to pay you on the third year. So how much money is in your account, please?
4,600 and
Come on, add those up, please. I know you're trying to do it in your head. I appreciate that.
$4,616.96.
$4,661.19.
No, I said no.
$4,616.
Oh, 16. $16.96. So that's how much money you have in the bank. Does everybody agree? So if I said, okay, how much interest did you actually earn? How much interest how do we figure out how much interest we earned?
You just minus.
Yes, subtract 4075. And someone tell me what that is.
Around like 500.
No, I don't want to round. I want how much interest, because I'm trying to calculate the amount of interest I've earned. Do the math there. You got your calculators? I don't. What is it? Guys, I want your calculator. Use your calculator, please. $541.96.
You can do the same thing by adding each of the answers you got for each one.
Yeah, now the other thing, that's a brilliant observation. You could just add all 3 of these numbers. All right, that would tell you how much
On
interest
the
you
other
earned.
question, do we have to find out how much interest we made? Or is
Yeah,
it-
that'll be, well, you have to read the question.
Okay. 'Cause it
Okay.
just says like to find the total amount.
Yeah, find the total amount. So it'd be 4,000. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to show you a little advanced technique. All right, it'll take us a little bit of time. All right, Max, you got a question?
I don't really understand.
Okay, so you have to find interest 3 years for 3 years, correct?
Yeah.
So all you have to do is multiply the amount of money you have in the bank times the interest rate.
Okay.
And that'll tell you how much interest you've earned.
Okay.
So then you add the interest to your bank account, and that's how much money now is in your account. Rather than having 4,075, you now have $4,248.19. You with me?
Yeah,
That's after 1 year. But we want to do it how many times?
I have 3.
You got to do it 3 times. You with me on that?
Mhm.
All right, so we're going to try it again for number 17. So this time it's kind of annoying. We have to do it for how many years? 4 years. We have to try it for 4 years. All right, so here we go. Now, here's how I want you to write it. Interest for the first year is equal to 1,000 times 0.1225. This is where your calculator comes in. Max, get it on your calculator and tell me what that number is.
One 122.5.
Okay, $122.50. So how much is in your bank?
And 1,200. 1,100.
Mhm.
22.50.
Right. Now you take that amount and multiply it by what?
And times 0.1225.
Yep, everybody do that for me. And I'm waiting. Round it to the nearest penny. What would that be?
137.51.
Everybody okay with that? So now how much is going to be in your bank?
And $1,260.01.
Everybody good with that? All right, that's the second year. Now what do I have to do?
Multiply that by 0.1225.
And tell me what that is.
Now 154.35.
Okay, now how much is in your bank?
$1,414.36.
Now that's the third year. So what do I have to do one more time?
Multiply that by 0.1225.
Mr. Stroud, that answer, when you put 122.5 and then you wrote 1122.5. It was 122. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Seriously.
173.26.
Okay.
And then
So that's how much money would be in the bank at the end of 4 years.
1,436. After 4 years, you have 1,587.62.
That's how much is in your bank account.
Okay.
That's all there is to it. Did you understand that? Say it again. Yeah, I want you to do the next one. What? Okay, so now you have something silly because you have to do it for what? 5 years. All right, so here we go. Right? And how much is that? Okay, so how much is in your account now? Now what? Point what? Yep. What's that? I don't think. Oh, $100.80 is what you're telling me, right? Okay, so now how much is in my bank account? Good. Multiply that by. Good. So what's in my account?
$1,056.70.
You're doing good, buddy. Then what? Right? Last one. So what's in your bank account? It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Just keep going. Nothing. Don't let them distract you. How much is in your account? 1,000. You're remember now, don't be confused, just adding this and this together.
Oh, you get 1,179.
44.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't think it's 44.
Added.
$1,053.70
Plus 126.44.
plus 126.44. Can't end in a 44.
1,180.14.
Okay.
Oh, you forgot to add the 70.
1,000. What was it, Mikey? Shh.
Oh, I didn't put, yeah, I didn't put the 70. Yeah, me either. I didn't put the 70.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. It's okay. Now, last one times 0.12. Tell me how much interest you earned that year. Right, so you're supposed to recognize that you're getting paid more interest as the years go by,
Yeah,
right? Compounding it annually.
you went up like $51.
Yeah, so now altogether, how much would be in your bank account?
Nah, do I add all?
Yes, no, you add this, and that will be your final after 5 years.
Wait.
Just a minute. What?
Wait, on the property multiplier, wouldn't it be, I got 141.68. Wouldn't it be
Okay, I'm not gonna argue over a penny, remember? You're right. If it's 8, then it would be 2. You with me?
so? Doesn't matter which one is.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm interested in this. If you show me you know what to do and you're off by a penny, do I care?
Oh.
No, I don't really care, right? A penny's, you see what I'm saying, right? Technically, if it's should be rounded up, make it up. All right, if that's supposed to be a 2, it's supposed to be a 2, but you see, I wouldn't mark you wrong on a test because you made that little mistake. Okay, so again, now, if this was the total, how do you figure out how much interest you made? What's the quickest way to do that? Just subtract them.
Subtract the original.
Yeah, you can subtract 750. Now, somebody said, can I just add all these numbers up? And could you just add those numbers up? And the answer would be yes. All right. So I'm super happy with you guys today. All right. I really am happy. Now, what I want you to do is tonight, I want everybody to highlight 18, 20, 22, and 24. Those are the 4 you have to do for compounding. All right. I don't want to give you too much work. Hey, I need you to highlight or circle which one I'm telling you. All right. But then I want you to go back up front and let's do 6, 8, 10, and 12. Stop talking. I want 6, 8, 10, 12. Those are easy ones. And then these are the annoying ones. 18. What? Yeah, we don't have, the bell's getting ready to ring, right? What time's, yeah, the bell's getting ready to ring. All right. So I don't want to worry about the word problems. I want you to go ahead and knock those out. All right. That was a lot of work for today. All right, that was a lot of work. Maybe I'll do the word problems tomorrow. I don't know. All right. Yeah, the next one is just in words rather than just numbers. All right, good job, guys. Very good, very good. Try to get a couple problems done. The bell rings at what time? 12? Yeah, we have 6 minutes, guys. All right, 6 minutes. You can do this.